everyone, Emma here from Bless It Forward. I hope you are all well. I am making this video as I want to share my new favourite way of printing some designs off to add into your Bible journaling. The other day I was searching for napkins for this coupling up because I absolutely love Disney Bible journaling and I love to use Disney napkins, but you can't always find the characters you want on the napkins, and so I couldn't find these, and I was like, what can I do to, you know, get a picture that would fit in nicely into my Bibles? And then I thought to myself, how about printing on some tissue paper? So I thought I'm going to give it a try. And it absolutely worked amazingly. It turned out really good. It is very much like a napkin entry, really, and I did it exactly the same as a napkin entry. So, and I got really excited about this. So and this was only last night, so I'm doing this video the day after I've tried it out, and I have done it another 2 times since then because I was quite excited. So I thought I would make this video just to show you how I did it and how easy it is to do it and how brilliant it actually works and stuff. So let me quickly show you some of the other ones I have done. So this one is one I've done. So this is printed on some tissue paper. Obviously I found these images on Google and I've just printed them off and cut them out and stuck them into my Bible like I would do a napkin. And another one I did, if I can find it, is this one, Alice in Wonderland one. I got these images and just add these words to what I wanted, and printed it off again and just stuck it in like I would do a napkin, and it is absolutely brilliant. I think it's just really good, and so hopefully a lot of you will be encouraged and inspired to maybe try this and do it yourself. I don't know if other people have already tried it and whether there's any other videos out there for it and stuff like that, so obviously I'm just making my own as part of my own journey to share my own, you know, trials and errors and stuff with you. So let's have a look at how I do it. So I'm just going to put that Bible out the way. So basically, I bought off eBay a while ago loads of white tissue paper that I used to package some of my Bless It Forward design frames in and stuff like that, and it was really cheap. I think I bought 50 sheets for something like £3 off eBay, so it was really cheap to buy. So I'm just going to move that big package out the way, and so obviously this is just, as you can see, a sheet of thin tissue, white tissue paper, and all I did was obviously I got a bit of card and I simply cut it to the size of the card to fit the card. And so obviously what I did is I made sure it was just a tiny bit smaller, like so. Hopefully you can see, because I'm always conscious that I'm on my iPhone and the screen's not big enough, so hopefully you can see. And then what I did is, I'm just going to roughly show you because I don't want the video to go on too long, is taking some sellotape. My nails are absolutely appalling, so it's not easy for me to get sellotape off. If I would take some sellotape, and obviously I'm not cutting this down because I don't want the video to take too long for you, is I would then, making sure my sellotape strip goes from all the way across, is take it and stick the tissue paper to the card like so. Make sure it hangs over the top, and what you then do is turn it over like so, and make sure you push the sellotape right up and over the card so it sticks on the other side. So obviously when you put it in the printer and it's feeding through the printer, it doesn't none of the paper is loose and none of the tape is loose, and it doesn't catch in your printer and stuff. So that's why I say don't leave a loose bit there, just tape all the way across. And then I will show you, because I have done a what we call over here a Blue Peter moment, and I already have one made stuck to this card to show you. So hopefully you might be able to see, well, you mostly won't be able to see because obviously it's clear sellotape, but I have sellotaped all the way across and stuck the tissue paper down and folded it across and really stuck it down. But when it comes to the longer sides, all I've done is took a large bit and done most of it. I have left a little gap on either end, and then again at the other end sellotaped all the way across, trimmed the edges off and stuff, and it's ready to go into my printer. Right, so what I am going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any gentlemen watching, is I'm going to take you on a bit of a ride, so hopefully you won't get too seasick. So I'm going to turn the phone around and just show you my computer screen. So what I have done is I'm going to try and do it very gentle. I hope I don't make you too seasick, people. Sorry if I do. So all I've done is I found an image on Google and I have brought it to my Word document, and I've created a box. Obviously I've used a ruler, measured my Bible page and created a text box. So if you don't know how to create a text box on your Word document, obviously you just simply go to Insert, Shapes, and click on this box in the corner, and it will say text box, create a text box, and in there you can insert your pictures. So that is what I have done here. I've inserted this picture, making sure I've added it in well into the page, so I know that when it prints, it's going to print on the tissue paper, so it fits. And you will find you've got a bit of spare room, and maybe you want to print off a smaller design and something like that, so you're not wasting tissue paper. You can print off a smaller design underneath it or something like that. So that is that. So what I am going to do now is I am going to turn you back, and hopefully again you won't get too seasick. Hopefully you understand that, and I'm going to sort this out a little bit. Hopefully you're okay. Sorry people. Right, I think you're okay, and I think we're back where we should be. So what I'm going to do now is, because I want to show you how this works now, is I'm going to load this into my printer and I'm going to print the design off that I've just done. So I'm going to just pop over here and hopefully just load it into my printer. So that is all loaded into my printer now. Obviously when you load your paper into your printer, make sure you are putting it the right way round into your printer, that it prints onto the tissue paper. So obviously depending on your printer to which way round you will have to put it in. So obviously my printer, I have to put the tissue paper facing down, and it flips and curls round to print on the tissue paper. But yours, you might have to put it in so the tissue paper's on the top and it prints out like that. So obviously make sure you put your tissue paper the right way round. Right, so just bear with me a minute. I am just going to select the settings to print it off and click print. So hopefully you will hear the printer in the background printing that off. So let's give it a few minutes. La la la, a little dance. Well, mind you, you can't see me dancing, but I was just dancing then. What I'm going to do is, while we wait for that to print, bring my Bible back. So I'm just using an everyday normal printer. I'm not using a special printer as well, just in case you're wondering. And I'm going to stick the design off I've printed in here to show you how great it is. So here it comes. I'm just going to fetch it. Yeah, it's still printing. Right, all printed. So let me come back, ladies and gentlemen, if there is any. There we go. That has just now literally printed on my printer, and doesn't it look amazing. It's just perfect for adding into your Bible journals, journaling designs and things like that. So what I do is I just give it a few minutes and I do flop it around like so, while having a little dance to my worship music if it's on. And I will then just cut the design out. Obviously I am rushing this a little bit because I don't want the video to take too long for you. So cut the design out like so. And there we go. Just chuck all my bits away. So taking the bit of tissue paper and the design I have just printed, I'm going to add it into my Bible just here. And to add it, you just do it as if you're doing a napkin design, or napkin entry, sorry, and take some gesso. Obviously I'm using the Diana Wakely gesso. Make sure it's clear gesso, and we will add it in. So let's add it in. I need to find my sheet. I don't know where it's gone. Ooh. Let me just reach over and get it. It's fell down here. Whoops. It's here. I've got it. Right, so I'm just going to add this under my thingy. And I will say, this Bible, I find this Bible, when I just say these pages in this actual Bible, compared to all my other Bibles, they wrinkle the most, but they do dry okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my sponge that I'm adding it on with, and I'm just going to add a quick layer of gesso to the page. So add a nice layer of gesso like so. So obviously I'm just doing this ever so quickly for you. You know, when you do it, and when I normally do it, I take a lot more care and a lot more time. But I really don't like the videos to go on too long because I hate to think people get bored of listening to me talk. Right, so then taking the design I've just printed on my tissue paper, I'm just going to move this sheet because it will get in my way. See what I mean? These pages really do crinkle quite a bit in this Bible. I'm just going to lay the napkin, lay the tissue paper over the page, and then taking some more gesso, just pop it on top. And then I find it smooths out really nicely with your fingers. So smooths out really nicely if you get crinkles in it, because you will get crinkles in it, and they smooth out really nicely if you just rub your finger over the tissue paper. And that is that in my Bible. So I'm just going to smooth it out because I can see some wrinkles. And you will find if you're printing quite a light design, you can actually still see the words through the napkin. I keep saying napkin because it is so much like a napkin, through the tissue paper. Oh dear, what am I like? So there we go. Then once it's in and you're happy it's in and you've had a good go at it, obviously take a hairdryer or a heating tool, it's up to you, and dry it. So it's just going to get noisy for a few minutes. It might sound like we have an aeroplane flying through the place, or we are having a bit of a hurricane in my living room, but it's just the hairdryer, so bear with me please. that is all dry and nice, and as you can see, it is absolutely just lovely. It is just like adding a napkin into your Bible, and such a really easy thing to do. And you can like use, you know, open up your world to adding lots of different designs in you may like. You know, as I say, this is just one I found on Google and I liked it. I was going to do it as a tip-in just to print off and add in personally for myself. But instead I thought, oh, I can print that on some tissue paper now and add it into my actual Bible. So hopefully this has just encouraged you and give you another way to hopefully enjoy a different creative method for your Bible journaling. And hopefully I've given you some good instructions and you understand what to do. Obviously, if not, come and find me in the Bless It Forward Bible Journaling community on Facebook and ask your questions and things like that. We have a bunch of amazing sisters in our community, and I'm sure there will be many people who will help you with your questions as well as myself. So yes, be encouraged, be inspired. God bless you all, and I will chat to you hopefully soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.